Let's move on to the next main topic. What's the next main topic today?
Okay, next one up is from David Sickles. Hey guys, I just saw that Birds of Prey officially wrapped shooting. I hated Aquaman, but Joker looks amazing, and this Birds of Prey movie intrigues me even though it's 10 months away. What are your thoughts on them being wrapped, and what do you think of the photo logo they released with the announcement?
First of all, I gotta say, I liked Aquaman. I thought Aquaman was good, and I loved Shazam. I think DC's on a little bit of a roll, and I'm also very much looking forward to obviously very much looking forward to Wonder Woman 1984, and I'm on the Joker, obviously. The one I'm feeling a little bit mixed about, Rob, is this Birds of Prey. I'm not quite sure why this movie's being made. And maybe we won't know what the answer to that is until we actually get around to seeing it. The Birds of Prey and the Fabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, which I'm still not big on the title. Anyway, one of the things, though, with it wrapping, I feel like it was just 8 weeks ago, maybe not, that we were talking about they've started. Remember, we did a story on this show. They've started shooting Birds of Prey. And now, granted, a lot of movies shoot within 12 weeks, but this felt even shorter than that. So to me, what's my takeaway from that? My takeaway from this is that, number one, it's going to be a relatively short movie, somewhere between 90 probably and 100 or 105 minutes. I also think it's going to be a very, very visual effects light movie. That's another thing I see. But again, unlike, say, Shazam or Aquaman or Wonder Woman 84 or The Joker, I'm not quite sure why this particular movie's being made, other than the fact of, hey, Harley Quinn is really popular with the kiddos. Let's make something with her. And maybe right now I'm just not seeing it. Maybe once I see a trailer, I get it. Rob, what do you take away from all of this?
Well, I want to see kind of a crime thriller movie. I don't need world, apocalyptic, world-shaking events. I mean, I want to see like a Michael Mann movie, but with superheroes. Like Heat or Thief or something like that. And I maybe we'll get that. I think this is going to be, again, I think this is going to appeal to, you've got multiple superheroes, multiple female superheroes. I think that once again, moms and their daughters and grandmas are going to turn out for this. I think it's going to be a huge hit relative to its cost. And while I'm with you, I think it's kind of weird that they're making this movie and that it was made so quickly. But I think it's definitely more of an indicator of what DC's doing. Shazam, they kept the cost down. Shazam is up at, as of today, 258,326,000 worldwide. On as we've always pointed out on the show, not as much of it's not as spendy as other superhero movies, and it did really well in its second weekend. And I think DC is showing that we can come out, and even if we're hitting triples, we're making profitable superhero movies that people are liking. And that was their mandate. That was what Walter Hamada wanted to do. We still can take our core characters and make billion-dollar franchise films. I'm sure Wonder Woman 84 will hit $1 billion. And they're doing great. I think what they're doing, this course correction, has been a tremendous boon to the DC movies. And the fact that we're getting Joker and then Birds of Prey, pretty interesting. They're kind of going in this direction with the Gotham City sort of. They're making their own mini Gotham verse in a way. I mean, it's
without Batman.
Well, Batman's next. Batman's after Bird of Prey. They're gonna
maybe. I'll believe that when I see it. I'll believe that because they've been talking about this for 3 years. I'll believe that when I see it.
But I think it's kind of cool. I mean, who knows what we're gonna get next? Maybe we'll get a Mr. Mixelplix that movie. Why not?
I'd be down for a Mr. Nobody movie at this point. Villain from Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol, yeah.
One of the really nice things right now as a comic book movie fan is this. Because of all the mixed reactions a lot of the DCU films would get. Now, we go into every movie we see with a degree of, please don't suck. I know I'm going to be going into Avengers Endgame with a lot of those prayers going on. But I felt like for a lot, it was to a greater degree with the DCU films for a while because so many of them were met with such mixed reviews, right? So it felt like every time we went into a DC movie, including, you were with me, you went to go see Aquaman with me at the first press screening. And we were both going in, oh God, please be good. Please, please don't say, right? And after Aquaman, was entertaining. And I love Shazam personally. I know there are others who don't, and that's cool. But for me personally, I now kind of feel like Joker's coming, and now that whole please don't suck is only to the same level as it is for any other movie. Now, I feel like there's a sense of optimistic anticipation going into DC movies now, whereas before it was anxiety. I felt like for a lot of people going into a DC movie, it was a sense of anxiety. Now, with the success of Aquaman, I think Shazam was a big success. We got Wonder Woman 84 coming, and with Patty Jenkins, what she did with the first one, nothing but reason to be optimistic there. I feel like now we can look forward to DC movies, and that's the big shift you were talking about. What Walter Hamada has done, he has shifted the narrative to now there is this optimistic anticipation about what the next DC movie can be, and it hasn't necessarily been that before. And I hope some of that picks up with Birds of Prey, because right now I'm just not feeling it with Birds of Prey yet. But then again, we haven't had a proper trailer yet, so let's see how that kind of unfolds.